DPSPs had 4 amendments till date. Till date, we had 4 amendments to directive principles. The first amendment was the 42nd Constitutional Amendment, followed by the 44th Constitutional Amendment. Whenever you're reading DPSPs, please ensure that you make a separate note of all this. This is very important. 86th Constitutional Amendment, and finally, we had the 97th Constitutional Amendment that inserted directive to establish, directing the state to promote and facilitate establishment of cooperatives. Now, 42nd Amendment, 44th, 86, 97, you should exactly know what all was added. I'll give you a small tip. Remember, if you have 39A, this was there in the constitution when it commenced, it was not added. But 39 capital A, capital letter indicates that it was added later. Okay, likewise, we have 43A. So, wherever you have these A's and B's in the DPSP, the capital letters, you have to understand that these were included later in directive principles. They were not originally there. So, directive principles happen to be one of the most important provisions of the Constitution. I would say, after fundamental rights, the most important provisions. You have to know each provision in detail. You know, there will be small things like right to work. Right to work is mentioned under DPSP. Many a times the question was, which of the following is not a fundamental right in the Constitution? Right to work is not mentioned as a fundamental right. It is mentioned as a directive principle. In fact, you will be surprised. In the Constituent Assembly debates, there was a very big discussion. The discussion was about justiciable and non-justiciable rights. It was proposed that the Constitution should provide for both justiciable rights and non-justiciable rights. The justiciable rights were given under fundamental rights, whereas the non-justiciable rights are placed under DPSP. So DPSPs are otherwise also considered as non-justiciable rights, because through these directives there are benefits being given to various sections of society. So DPSPs can also be considered as non-justiciable rights given under the Constitution. In fact, they were proposed as non-justiciable rights in Constituent Assembly. So this is about directive principles of state policy.